Alright guys, today more and less than 1%. So determine the percentage mentally. 10 is what percent of 50? Okay, first thing I would do is put 10 over 50. Okay, we know for percent we have to be out of 100, so if we put equals 100, we know that 5 times 2 is 50 times 2 is 100, so 10 times 2 is 20. So we know that that's 20 over 100, or 20%. We're going to do the same thing for the other one. So we're going to put 5 over 50 equals 100. So 5 times 2 is 10, or 10%. 1 is 1% of 50. We put 1 over 50 equals 100. And then 1 times 2 is 2, or 2%. And then 17% of 50, or 17 over 50, is 100, and then 17 times 2 is 34, or 34%. So learning target for today is I can find the percentages of quantities like 12.5% and 0.4%, and I understand that to find a 0.1% of an amount, I have to multiply it by 0.001. So example 1, what is the 15% of 125? Okay, so first thing you're going to do is set up your fractions. So step 1, set up fractions. Okay, just like this. Okay, we know that percent is out of 100, so we have to put 100 down here, and our percent value goes over the 100. And we know that 125 is our whole, or our 100%. So we put 125 across from the 100. And we have x over the top because that's our unknown. Now we take 125 times 15. Whatever we get there, we divide by 100. So step 2 is cross multiply and divide. Okay, so when we take 125 times 15, we are then going to divide by 100. 125 times 15 is 1,875, divided by 100 is 18.75. So 15% of 125 is 18.75. Alright, we're going to do the next example using the same sort of setup. So first thing, I'm going to draw my fractions, and I know that 100% has to go on the bottom. And we're looking for 67% of 210. So 67 times 210 divided by 100. Just following the same steps that I just did before. Okay, I get 14,070 divided by 100 is 140.7, is 67% of 120. And then our last one, set up our fractions again. What is 21%, okay, of 1280, excuse me. So 1280 times 21 divided by 100. When we do the multiplication, we get 26,880 divided by 100 is 268.8. So now for your practice, you're going to set up using the same thing. So first, set up all of your fraction bars. Okay, we want to know what is 5% of 21. So we put 100, 5, 21, x. So multiply across and then divide by 100. So 21 times 5 divided by 100 is 1.05. Okay, set up again. 12% of 100 of 10. So multiply, divide. 10 times 12 is 120. Okay, divided by 100 is 1.2. And then the last one, 13% of 120. We take 120 times 13 divided by 100. So 120 times 13 divided by 100 is 15.6.